Okay, so we are continuing our football club history series, and we're staying in Ireland for the foreseeable future. I want to get all the League of Ireland clubs done before the Euros in Germany kicks off on the 14th. So just over 2.5 weeks to get all this done. We're looking at Harps FC in this video. Now, they're founded in 1954 in Ballyboffey in Donegal, right up at the northwest corner of Ireland, not too far from the border with Northern Ireland. They're elected to the League of Ireland in 1969, so there's 15 years where they're playing in the amateur regional leagues in Ireland. Their team colours are blue and white, and their logo, obviously with the name of the club being Harps, has a nice Irish harp on it. It's one of several clubs in Ireland to have an Irish harp in their club crest. Their home stadium is Finn Park, actually still in Ballyboffey. Currently has a capacity of 4,458. There are plans for either a stadium upgrade or a brand new stadium to be built that are in the pipeline, so they may not be playing at Finn Park for much longer, depending on how planning applications and funding goes. But if you notice that the capacities of these stadiums of these Irish clubs, they are a lot smaller. It's very, very noticeable. When I looked at the list of largest Irish stadiums, very few of the football clubs get into the top 20. It's mostly GAA and rugby union stadiums that are much bigger in capacity. The GAA stadiums, some of them are huge in comparison to the Football Association football club stadiums. And a comparable stadium to Finn Park in size would be potentially a National League side in England, or maybe a League Two side in England. Maybe some of the more regional Swiss clubs that have slightly smaller stadiums that we've done videos on. So you can see where the level of football's at, and the fan bases of most of the clubs in Ireland are at. But Ballyboffey is in a very rural part of Ireland as well. Ballyboffey is not a big place. Now, Harps have won only one major honour, and that was the FAI Cup, which is their version of the FA Cup in the 73-74 season. They have been runners-up in that competition several as well, but that is their only major honour, and that is in the 73-74 season. But this comes at a time when they're regularly appearing in Europe. They've had 4 appearances in Europe, including in the 73-74 season. So they've been in the UEFA Cup 3 times, and the old Cup Winners' Cup, UEFA Cup Winners' Cup once. Their record in Europe is pretty shocking. They've never got past the first round in any European competition. 8 matches, 7 defeats, 1 draw. And this is back in the day when it was straight knockouts, no group stages in the UEFA Cup. Of course, Cup Winners' Cup was always straight home and away leg knockouts. So they've got 7 defeats and 1 draw in European competition. Their goal difference is horrendous, so we won't look at their goal difference just to save the blushes of Harps fans. But they reached the first round proper in the UEFA Cup in the 73-74 season, the 76-77 season, and the 78-79 season. And they were in the Cup Winners' Cup, got to the first round proper in the 74-75 season. So this is when Harps are actually at their best. Financial issues and becoming a bit of a yo-yo club has been their forte of late. But the 70s, I'm surprised they only won the one major trophy domestically in Ireland, and they didn't win the league, because they had, as I say, 4 appearances in Europe. So they were a very, very good side in the 70s, just couldn't kick on from that initial cup win to get the league or the League Cup or another cup win. They have been runners-up, as I say, in more recent times in the FAI Cup. Their major rivals, now because Donegal is right up in the northwest of Ireland, obviously Northern Ireland's just across the border, quite literally, and obviously Derry or Londonderry, depending on how you name that city and depending on your community, it's just across the border. Now, of course, Institute is one of the clubs in Derry, but then you've got Derry City. Now, Derry City play in the League of Ireland, whereas Institute play in the Irish League, which is the Northern Irish League. So Derry City is a big rival because of geographical proximity, and also Derry City being a big urban area, Ballyboffey being quite rural. That impacts also the ability to get players to sign and a success. And Derry City are far more successful than Harps. And Sligo Rovers, another reasonably sized club in the northwest of Ireland. Again, geographical rivalry, because they're in the arse end of nowhere, let's be honest. The west coast of Ireland is exceptionally rural, not a lot of large towns and cities, and those towns and cities that do exist in Western Ireland are very spaced apart. Very, very rural, a lot of little small farming settlements, very agricultural in industry, not a lot of disposable income, really the backwaters. So the fact they've got 2 major rivals in a geographical proximity in Derry City and Sligo Rovers, they're the fixtures that the fan base look forward to and the club looks forward to. And there's been players who played for Finn Harps who played for both Derry City and Sligo Rovers as well. So they sort of share the same talent pool because of the rural nature of the area of North West Ireland. So there we go. There's a brief history of Finn Harps Football Club. As I say, the 70s, they were a very, very good side. Just won the one major trophy, which I find very, very surprising. I'm surprised they didn't win more. But some clubs are like this, where they just win that one major honour and that's their success done. There's multiple clubs in English football that have got one major trophy to their name and haven't won anything since. Which is very, very noticeable. We've done all these videos on the English clubs. Same in Scotland. There are some clubs that have got very limited success, only one or two major trophies, and Finn Harps in Ireland is one of those clubs. So to join that list, now at some point in the future they may win another major honour, but again they're currently in the Division 1, which is the second tier of Irish football. They've become a bit of a yo-yo club. They've not had the same kind of financial muscle and success that they did in the 70s, so potentially it could be a bit longer to wait. It's been a long time they've waited anyway. It's been 50 years since they last won silverware, so it's been a long time, and it's been a long time since they even got into Europe. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts on Finn Harps FC in the comment section below, and I will have some more content for everyone very, very soon.